Hi there, it's time to look at DOGE through the Wyckoff lens again. And if you're new to my sessions, here are the 3 key items I'll cover during the session. So let's start with the weekly chart of DOGE. Here, we're seeing the very first white candle after 4 weeks, which is a sign that everybody would hope to see. More importantly, while we are expecting more tests, I would say it's still going on, but the chance of getting towards the next sign of strength may get higher now. I'll explain it when we get to the daily chart. Alright, even though there are still going to be within this testing zone, meaning along this white dashed line of around 14 cents, all the way to 25 cents, or even this line over here at close to 28 cents. At one point, if it's really pushing hard enough, like this sign of strength back in mid-September, it can even challenge the orange key level of 0.3. Okay, 30 cents. So, this basically hasn't changed. We still have to keep in mind a spring may come. A spring is something that the big guys, the whales, the composite man is trying to shake out. Do the last shake out before they push the price up. Alright, so these are the ones that we're expecting to happen. We hope this lower chance SOS is going to come to challenge the orange key level. And you notice I'm making the text, the stages, these labels larger. If you like this size, let me know. If it reads better to you, I know everybody is watching my videos on different devices. If these big ones looks better, let me know in the comment, and I will populate to all the charts in all the sessions. Okay, thank you. Now let's get back to the chart. While we're expecting these as next stages, let's go to the daily time frame and see what additional information we can get from the price actions. This line is history. We can take that away. Second test, not really. It's an old tech lying too high above. So, if we have gone through the selling climax, I'm not going to make these larger in the daily because it's going to get really crazy when I shrink the chart. Nobody will be able to read. So, the selling climax, if it did happen in the beginning of this month and we have gone through the automatic rally, what happened was second test and subsequent deeper test that we have. And here, it seems to be showing sign of exiting the downward trend. So I shared previously, there are multiple occasions along this line since Doge has been trading on the stronger side of the channel. So any point in time around these are breakout opportunities, and this exactly, after the last 2 days climbing, it emerges from this point, and this long wick from the bottom is telling us somebody wants the price to come down, but there's sufficient support to push the price up. Let me switch back on the volume. The volume is still low, so that's the thing that we have to observe closely. If it gets to this kind of volume, that's a good sign. Okay, the current low volume may not be very strong, or may not be building a very strong support for the uptrend. Okay, if it's really starting a new one. So, just to be sure that this trend, because I can still adjust this a little, so don't get it wrong that it's really a true breakout. Just in case it isn't, it gets close enough to the breakout point, but let's make it real tight to make sure we're not being tricked by this false move, because it can be a bull trap, right? getting too close to the thing below. Okay, I'm shrinking this just to make it tighter. Okay, it's touching these candlesticks here. It's touching these couple of points. It looks good to me now. Alright, so let's put back the center line as well. That's where the prices may bounce from, besides the two edges, okay? If you're new to my sessions, when you hear me talking about air hockey table, this is the thing, there is blue boxes in my sessions. So looking at the candlesticks, you can see it bounces off from the two edges as well as the center line sometimes. Alright, so this is the use of this channel box or the air hockey table. So this is the puck traveling, like the path of the puck. If I change this, you see it's bouncing here and there. Alright, we are very close. We are at the breakout indication point, meaning it either confirms the downtrend continues or it's confirming we are finally out of this downtrend that started back in mid-September. Alright, we are, either today or tomorrow, we will get the answer. So, this may still happen, which we hope it won't. More tests will continue. Okay? Along what range? It's probably between the 14 cents 80 all the way to 18 cents 40. Interesting. Same three numbers. Repeat, 14 cents 80 to 18 cents 40. Okay, this is the range set by the sudden climax and the automatic rally. Alright, yeah, it dipped a little bit lower. Sometimes it happens in the accumulation. But normally, what's going to happen is some sideways trading to continue. And then eventually, when people are less fearful, that's the time for the price to go back up. So if we look at the weekly chart, DOGE is already within the accumulation zone. And this range from the from the red key level of 0.25 set by the automatic rally and the low set by the selling climax, or you can take the test, around the 14 cents is a pretty good range that you see the price has been traveling since March this year. Or you can take into account as well the late Feb trading. But that was the last leg of crazy selling. So I would count from the selling climax around April or end of March. Then that's most of the time DOGE has been trading within this range. So let's hope for DOGE not to go any further down like what happened last year, all the way down to 10 cents 50. That may be where the spring lands, okay? But it should be short and quick. These, again, all based on the assumptions that all the fundamentals and no crazy tariff or whatever comes out. Otherwise, we know where we got to during 2002, 2003. Okay, that's very bad scenario. If the world is really going into that chaos, nothing is going to be able to stop the price to get to that level. But it came back. Okay, so assuming the whole industry is going to continue, then we can remain positive. Thanks for joining me. See you in other sessions.